Take 2. This is my attempt to document a concept known as the precautionary principle. Now, might also be known or somewhat related to the concept of Pascal's wager. The reason that I'm taking the time to do this is because I recently put out a video from YouTube that was posted on YouTube, and it was called "What's the Worst That Can Happen?" And it's quite a viral video and received lots of views. And I'm hoping that this gets some views as well, to try to explain the possible flaw in the argument described by that video, or how that argument can be needs to be carefully considered. Now, precautionary principle is one of those scientific things, pseudo-scientific, pseudo-logical arguments, which attempts to justify taking action without appropriate evidence. Now, essentially, the notion of the precautionary principle has been around for a long time, well, at least since the 1930s. I don't know the name of the guy who coined it off the top of my head, but I'll add it to the notes. But basically, you form an argument of the precautionary principle by forming a grid, and on the top of the grid you place 2 possible occurrences that could occur or could not occur, but they're basically an unknown. So you don't have sufficient evidence of whether or not A is true or B is true. I'm giving an example here, hopefully with slides, and I'm going to prove that my friend J.P. Russell is a terrorist. So at the top 2 columns you can see that I'm going to put possibly he is a terrorist, and possibly he is not a terrorist. This is something that I have not. Action, such as get him arrested and put in jail, or tortured, or whatever, or I may take no action. You see, I'm forming this argument in the same way as the most terrifying video you'll ever see video, and I do this very carefully to illustrate my point. Now, you can take any person. You don't have to take J.P. Russell. I'm just picking on him. I apologize for doing so. As an example. And you can change the top